Good morning. I'm here this morning with a client who's getting a full face dermaplane with a Casmara 2025 algae mask. When we do dermaplane here at Skin Serenity Spa, we use a real scalpel with a number 10 blade, and it is disposable, of course. And the Casmara mask is a two-part mask. It is a gel and a powder that is mixed. The Casmara mask also, prior to putting the mask on, has a hydrating ampule for product penetration. When we do the dermaplane, we're removing surface dead skin cells to allow for really good product penetration, a lot better than if we were not going to do the dermaplane pre-treatment. So the beauty of this mask, this Casmara mask, is this one in particular. This drops the temperature of the skin 6 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 42 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a significant drop in temperature. That cooling effect is done by a mint and essence that is part of this mask, as well as the composition of the marine algae extracts that are in here. And what that's going to do to her skin is similar to a cryotherapy, and that is going to tighten her skin, and that will last quite a long time. But it's also going to reduce any inflammation that is a cellular inflammation, as well as surface inflammation. So that effect will last quite a long time. Now, she will have a sensation, a tingling sensation, because of the mint. Some people have a sensation on the eyes because this mask does go over the eyes and the lips. It is full face. The only thing that's going to be exposed on her is her nostrils for breathing. And also, sometimes the top of the lips will have a peeling effect 2 to 3 days post. It's different for everyone. I know when I had it, it was my eyes. Other clients have experienced it on the lips. So with that being said, thank you so much. We're going to get started on this, and we'll see you soon. Now I'm going to be applying the Hydrate Ampule. Is there any tingling? Here, is there any tingling?
My forehead, but
okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most. 1's the least, 10's the most.
2, not bad.
Oh, okay.
Not bad at all.
So what that is when product initially hits the skin, it hits the sensors, your pain, pleasure, hot, cold sensors, and that's all she's feeling. I want to get a good amount, the full ampule, so that we have full penetration. Now this mask needs to be mixed extremely quickly because it starts to cure almost immediately, and it is single dosage per patient. So it is 1 pouch of gel per 1 pouch of powder per patient. You can actually smell the mint. It's not overpowering. It's very subtle, but it is definitely obvious, and this is what it looks like. And you need to mix slowly so as not to obviously get it everywhere, the powder. The consistency ends up almost like frosting of a cake, which is nice. Now, when you start applying this, I always apply furthest away to closest to myself. You want to have a fairly thick layer because you just peel this off. So what I'm going to do is go around and get it everywhere. I will close her mouth off last. It just kind of helps with making your client feel comfortable. But because it solidifies, it doesn't interfere. You can actually put this into the hair and it just slides right through the hair. This mask is incredible. This is one of multiple masks that are like this. This just happens to be the one that is the cooling. So you just need to keep going around to watch your drips. You want to make sure you use all your mask. Now this does not get washed out in the sink. This will clog your sink. It will turn to cement in your sink. So when you're done, you want to make sure that you just use a paper towel to wipe the residual out and then do your disinfecting of the bowl after. So now I'm just going to keep going around until it starts to solidify. And it doesn't turn rock hard. It turns into rubber. This is a rubberized mask. Some masks that are similar to this, we have to do a gauze on the face first. This is not necessary with this mask. And I'm glad that it's falling into the hair because I really want you to see, not to get nervous when that happens a lot. So this is going to stay on for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. And that's about how long it takes for this to cure. And as you see, watch when we pull this off, you can see her lashes come through here. It's incredible when you see this. This line, Casmara, is from Spain. We are exclusive with PCA for skincare. However, this is one mask line. We only carry 3 of their masks here at Skin Serenity Spa. When we're done, she's going to glow. And as you see, it's already starting to cure. You're starting to see some small bubbles, and that's your curing point. The dripping has subsided, and it's starting to turn into that solid gel, the rubberizing, so to speak. Estheticians always should experience everything that they do in their facilities. I feel, that's my opinion. Before they do any service, every single service that you do, you should always experience. You need to be able to describe your own experience. Not to say that what goes on with you is going to go on with your client, because everyone is an individual. However, you need to have a starting point to explain to them what potentially you may or may not feel, you may or may not experience, good and bad. You want to have pros and cons. You need to have a starting point. However, she is on PCA Skin at-home protocol. She knows how to take care of her skin. She knows what to look for, and she will have post-care treatment instructions as well. This is the first time she's ever had this mask. She's had Dermaplane before, but she's never had this mask treatment before, so she will be given post instructions as to things to look out for and things to do if she sees any of these issues arise. Start off very slowly, and we just kind of manipulate underneath very gently, and I'm feeling her hairs, and it's going to come right through, and there's her hairs coming right through, and that's it. They just come right through. There's no breakage of her hairs. Again, this mask is incredible. Look at it. It's incredible. You do not have to worry about this mask. Any other mask, in my experience, her hair would have been broken. There was no way we would have been able to apply this mask in this manner. And those of you that are experienced in this form of mask application, those of you that are estheticians know exactly what I'm talking about. So, this is her mask underside. So as you see, her brows were here. Here are her lashes. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And to touch this, it is extremely cold. So we're just going to get this little tiny bits here off. So now every client, of course, never leaves without sunscreen. The sunscreen that I'm using on her, because she's not going to wear makeup for the rest of the day, I'm going to use a Sheer Tint SPF 45. This is a mineral base, and we apply this basically like a foundation. It changes color to everyone's skin tone, and as you see, I'm just applying it very lightly. If I had foundation brushes for every client, I would be using a foundation brush. So, for instance, she has this at home. She would be using her own foundation brush to apply this. And you're just moving it around, and as you see, I'm leaving her skin dewy. I am not rubbing this in till it's bone dry. I'm just applying and leaving it alone, because quality penetrates, and that's what we want. If a product just sits on the surface of the skin, it's really and truly not doing what we want it to do, because in essence, the surface of the skin, the cells are dead. So really the work gets taken place below the surface. Now, we have a brand new product called Sheer Tint Eye, and so I'm using just about this much for each eye.
Open your eyes, Tara. Open, open. So this goes under eye, above eye, and crow's feet. So this is a sheer tint SPF for the eyes as well. Now we always top it off with a SPF for the lips. Now we use Sun Bum here. Everything that we use for SPF is Skin Cancer Foundation of America Seal. So everything that she has on, I feel very comfortable that she is completely protected. No sun, no UV radiation is going to penetrate her for the next 2 hours, because we all know after 2 hours she needs to reapply. So that is Dermaplane with a Casmara 2025 mask.